The sisters looked at each other again. Batya was a strong, decisive woman who had an opinion about everything, but kept her feelings tightly knotted. Shoshana rose from the well-scrubbed wooden table and poured them tea from the silver samovar, one of the few belongings their mother had brought from Romania. Batya put down her glass and sighed. "That's exactly how I felt when I arrived here," she said with a faraway look. "You can't imagine how it feels to leave your familiar world behind and come to a desolate place in a foreign country. I cursed the moment I'd left my village. Imagine if you were suddenly transported to a wasteland where you had to start a new life." "But you didn't want to kill yourself, did you?" Leah sounded alarmed. Batya hesitated for a moment. "I had a husband and a small child to look after, so I had to keep going. But for years I felt a stone crushing my heart." Shoshana glanced out of the window at the stone gates of their home and the olive groves, orchards and vineyards on the slopes below. "It's hard to believe that less than 30 years ago this was a wasteland." Batya sighed again. "If I spent a whole week describing what we went through, you still couldn't picture it. Sometimes I can hardly believe it myself. I don't even know how we survived." "You've never told us about it," Leah said, then added, "You never told me anyway." Shoshana glanced at her younger sister and recognized the implied complaint. Perhaps because Leah was the youngest, she always felt excluded from family discussions. Or perhaps it was because Shoshana and their older brother Nathan had such a close bond. "I've been too busy to dwell on the past," Batya said. "Maybe you didn't want to relive a time when you were so unhappy," Shoshana suggested. Leah's envious eyes lingered on her older sister. As usual, Shoshi had a way of cutting through to the heart of things.